Hello everyone and welcome back to Danganronpa V3 Killing Harmony Blind. In the last one, what do you know? Hold on. What do you know? Miyu died. I mean, in retrospect, I suppose I probably should have seen that coming. Like, even before the whole, oops, Miyu's not moving thing, but... Okay, look, Okay, look, my mind was in a completely different place as soon as the idea that Kaito might die was put in the picture, okay? Alright? Even so, yeah, I suppose Miyu was easy pickings, and you know what? For the whole... Funnily enough, though, wasn't killed off in Chapter 3, like most others of her ilk would be. Although I suppose Gundam also fits into that mold of, like, the character who's a little bit much in the personality department. Granted, Gundam in a completely different way, but the character who doesn't really set the mood entirely. And then, Gundam doesn't, and then he's, you get his, like, post-trial ideology stuff, and then it's like, okay, you do fit in, mood-wise. But, Miyu just doesn't. So, yeah, it makes sense that she didn't survive past this point. And I mean, everyone else kind of fits, except for Himiko. But I mean, she's changing. She's changing. Girl's becoming a little more serious. Yeah, everyone else feels kind of right, Also, congratulations, big guy. You weren't the victim of Chapter 4. Well done. You're the first muscle, I guess, character to survive past the fourth death. I mean, I suppose technically it's possible you could die this chapter, could have a double murder. I guess, I mean, technically you could be the murderer, although I entirely doubt it. Like, you've sort of reached the point. I know it's 3 minutes and I haven't even looked at anything yet, but you've reached the point where it's like the murders are going to be complicated. These two are not going to be able to commit any of these murders. Or Kaito, for that matter. Like, Kaito's a genius, but he's also dumb as balls. But yeah, I don't foresee these three being able to do any of these murders. I mean, unless, we're gonna throw an inside. See, I've always sort of thought this would be interesting, right? Like, you throw an oddball in there of like the murder was an accident, and not in the same way that like Kaede's murder of Rantaro was an accident. I mean it in like the killer kind of doesn't even know they killed the person. It was like they did something. So actually sort of like a Rube Goldberg machine, but not one they set up themselves. So I guess it's more like butterfly effect. Because they did something, it caused something else to happen. And Kaito, I mean, I feel like Kaito's probably too plot important to be... Look, okay. Even just from like the murderer point of view, right? I feel like Kaito's too important to be the murderer in this chapter, but I guess one of these two could, on the whole butterfly effect principle, right? As for these four, I mean, these two again feel a little too important. Maybe next chapter, but I mean, these two totally. I've got my eye on you, Kibo, because we heard him. So we need to get something out of Kibo. And Tsumugi, I mean, she kind of has an alibi because she was with Shuichi. But, again, with, like, that whole butterfly effect sort of thing, could be Tsumugi, I mean, well, I say that as if this murder is definitely one of those. I don't know. It probably isn't, let's be real. In fact, it would kind of be impossible to figure that out if it was, so it wouldn't be. But, you know, in my head, if that was the case, you know, Tsumugi could do it. Yeah. So 5 minutes in, all I've talked about is a hypothetical thing that I have no evidence for, because I haven't even looked at anything yet. So, I mean, I guess let's talk to the Monocubs first. Oh. Is that it? Okay, big guy. Alright.
Hey, Monodoro, what's going on with you? This place is upsetting my stomach. No, you're endangering our entire existence as mascot characters.
I am?
Oh. I'm dead on the inside.
Sorry, I have a lot of fun with Monotaro.
It ended up like this after all. I had a bad feeling ever since I thought I saw Miu from the dining room window.
You thought you saw Miu?
Yeah, I told Shuichi about it.
Yeah, that you did. Which, I mean, you know, pretty much confirms that she was there, right? That tends to be just how we go in Danganronpa.
There's a small window in the dining room. Maybe 10 minutes ago I looked through it, and I thought I saw Miu.
I had to load that flashback there. Oh, so you saw Miu then?
Oh, I thought I must have been mistaken, since she couldn't have been by the chapel.
You're only saying you were mistaken, so you don't have to feel as guilty.
Huh?
If you had been positive it was Miu, then you could have done something sooner. You could have prevented her death, you know. That's just speculation, Kokichi. You can't judge in hindsight. Yeah, don't be an... Look, I don't really care about Tsumugi, but don't be a dick. Oh, we went a little off topic there. Anyway, I wanted to ask you something. What did you do after you thought you saw me?
I thought I was mistaken. Nobody really bothered me, so... About 10 minutes later, I told Shuichi. And while we were talking about it...
Yeah, well, I was going to say thunk, but yeah, the bang.
What? What was that sound?
It sounded like it was It sounded as if something was struck very hard. It came from outside, but... Yeah, I guess they're going to need to load that, because it's like the different... I guess it's not even art... Well, I guess it's technically an art style, but the different format, I guess?
We heard a loud noise and rushed down to the entrance hall.
Oh, God. Sorry. Oh, yawn.
For now, let's go outside and check.
Oh, no! What?
That was Kibo's voice, right? I think I heard him outside. He sounded close.
Keyboy's voice, huh? Wasn't he at the chapel? He was, but Tsumugi and I are positive it was his voice. We heard Kibo from the entrance hall, when he should have been at the chapel. What? That's weird, because you shouldn't be able to hear anything between the chapel and mansion. Even Miu said that. God, I wonder how much time is going to be eaten up by loading in this chapter. Yeah, you can't hear anything at all when you're inside the map loading point. She did say that, yeah.
I see. You're right. The sound shouldn't reach through the map loading point. So how did we hear Kibo's voice? How were we able to hear Kibo at the mansion if he was at the chapel?
Maybe someone's lying.
Lying?
By the way, Kokichi, did you hear the noise The loud noise or Kibo's voice at all? I'm not sure. I must have not noticed because I was too busy searching. Nice. You're lying to his face. Kaito! Kaito, you keep interrupting me when I talk. Do you like me or something? Who like you, dumbass? Too true, Kaito. I was interested in Shuichi's conversation. My conversation? You heard Kibo's voice when it should have been impossible. Can you tell me more about that?
Well, what I said before was pretty much everything. After that, we headed back to the chapel to see what happened.
We saw Gunter as we left the mansion, and the three of us went to the river together. That's when we met up with Kokichi.
And then we used the signboard that I found as a bridge. What about it, though? Did you notice anything?
I suppose not. I mean, he wasn't there, so that's not a surprise.
I see you're working hard. It looks like you're starting to take this game seriously, Kaito. Shut up!
So Mugi's account. Loud noise.
Nice. All that discussion for 2 whole truth bullets? That never happens. I've been wondering, what was this secret of the outside world that we were searching for anyway?
That's true. We got sidetracked by Miyu's murder case. We never discovered what that secret actually was.
We couldn't find anything at the chapel, and you found nothing at the mansion, right?
No, Smugi and I didn't find anything.
I didn't find anything either. That's probably the same with Kaito and Gonta too, right? And knowing them, if they had found something, they would have told us right away. Yes, they would have. Unlike you. Wow, Shuichi, did you hear that? The robot's being sassy with me. Oh. Did you know robots don't need warm blood to function, so they become cold like this? That's why he's more concerned about the secret of the outside world than poor Miu. Wow, what a dick. I'm sure Kibo's more torn up about it than anyone else. He told us he couldn't cry even if he wanted to. He went so far to stage his dramatic reaction. That is not true! I'm hoping we can discover the truth too. You're a pretty advanced robot. You can be sassy and make excuses. Oh! Yeah, he is pretty frustrating, isn't he, Kibo? I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry you have to put up with this piece of shit. This living dick cheese. You don't have to be so wary of me. I'm keeping an eye out in case Kaito tries to bother you. Don't take it the wrong way, though. I'm not trying to replace Kaito as your partner, okay? But I'll help you as much as I can. So where are you going to investigate now?
What is he trying to do? Why does he insist on following me around?
Well, apparently he wants to strangle you, Shuichi.
Maki was working on the computer, her hand moving the mouse around rapidly. What are you doing, Maki? You playing one of those point-and-click adventure games? Get it? Because it's kind of what this is. You know how to work that computer, Maki? No, not really. I've never used this program before either. But if you aren't going to do it, then who else is? Oh, I see. I imagine that it would be difficult to understand unless you were an expert. But I did find the text file regarding this program. It has info about the program's basic functions, but other than that, there's not much.
Oh, so what did it say? If you don't want to tell me, at least tell it to Shuichi.
According to this text file, the Killing Game Simulator used a certain program as the base. It's called Neo World Program.
Neo World Program? Never heard of it. Sounds like some bullshit from some dumb video game.
In this Killing Game Simulator, objects can't break. You know, except bodies.
Yeah, because death, get it? Yeah? No? Okay, let's move on.
Your body's 5 senses are connected to your avatar, and your avatar cannot be harmed. But any damage inflicted to your avatar will be transferred to your body in the real world. That matches what Miyu told us. If your avatar receives fatal damage, then your real body will die from shock.
From shock? Oh, this is the first time we're hearing about this. If someone receives a fatal injury in the virtual world, then they die in the real world. Well, I mean, that makes sense, right? Well, I guess it didn't have to. I guess the killing game simulator could work on, like, you practice murder, and then when you die, you get, like, kicked out of the simulation sort of thing. I guess it could have worked like that, but, I mean, I just sort of interpreted it as, you die in the game, you die for real! That's basically how I interpreted it. God damn. What is up with me today? Really, really need water. A lot. I'm gonna need another bottle in a minute. I have to get one between episodes. Well, your 5 senses are connected, so it makes sense you feel the same amount of pain.
Right? Yeah, remember when you punched Kibo? Like, multiple times? Dickhead.
So it wouldn't be too surprising if you died from the fatal injury. But the more important question is, why did Miyu keep such an important detail a secret?
Well, maybe because she didn't want to do the killing game? That is strange. I have no idea why she wouldn't mention such an important detail. Did she hide that from us on purpose? That's all it says about the virtual world's basic features. The rest of the virtual world is the same as the real world, including the laws of physics. Warps and special transportation, like mounts, do not exist.
Oh man, no, I couldn't live there. No Wyvern riders and cavaliers? Nah, ain't having it, me. So you can only move around using your avatar. She should have added warps and mounts to the virtual world. Where's my warp stuff, guys? I need to warp skip this chapter. I get it. Because not only is it a Fire Emblem reference, but also this game works in chapters. I'm just so witty this episode.
Shut up.
Sorry, I don't know. That's not funny. I'm laughing at my own dumb jokes, but what's new?
That's all it says in this text file. Thank you, Maki. That was very helpful.
Why can't you talk to me like that, Shuichi? Tell me I'm helpful.
I will when you are.
But is the info in the text file correct?
What do you mean?
Well, I'm not doubting you or anything, Maki, but I'm just saying the file could have been rewritten. It's possible someone rewrote the original info with false info,
But to determine that, you would need extensive knowledge of computers.
This looks like a job for me!
What?
Huh?
Don't get in our way.
I won't get in the way. In fact, I want you to let me help with the investigation. Help with the investigation? Monotaro, what are you saying? Come on, please. Won't you let me help with the investigation? Ever since I forgot I'm bad with computers, I'm good with computers now.
That makes so much sense.
That logic doesn't make any sense.
You gone, Monotaro?
I wish it made sense, though. Let me just forget that I'm terrible at everything. Then I'll be good at everything, right?
You're not allowed to help the participants. As mascots, we gotta stick to that rule. I don't give a fart about the rules. I want to help everyone. I want to avenge my dead mommy.
Your mummy? You mean Miyu?
No, Monotaro, you've forgotten again. You've forgotten that she's not our mother. What do you mean? Daddy's right over there.
I told you I am not your father.
And you've forgotten about the opposing person you need to protect. Shut up, you pig. I'm busy avenging Mommy's death. Oh my. The soap opera continues. Yeah.
Oh god, I don't know why I really struggled with Himiko's voice there.
Yeah. 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 The soap opera continues. Yeah.
There we go. God damn.
Yeah. I'm that, but it looks like this is goodbye. I love you, but there's someone I need to protect. My daddy. Goodbye.
And then their music comes back. Alrighty then, let's do this!
Do what? I don't care either way. If you want to help that, that's fine. True, I suppose, but...
Thanks! I'll do my best for Mommy's sake.
Wait, perhaps we should...
He's doing his best for his dead mommy! I'm so touched!
Oh. Alright, fine, I'll leave it to you then. I suppose I have no choice, otherwise Kokichi's gonna keep on pretending to cry.
Alright! I'll start analyzing the computer right away! Oh my god. Analyzing the computer. You know, I probably should have questioned this before. Is it really a good idea to let this guy help us?
His hands are going at such an intense speed that the friction is creating fire.
Don't play along, Kokichi. Don't be an arsehole. I've already analyzed a few things.
Already?
The text file is consistent with the original program. It doesn't look like it was altered. Yay! Also, I found this too!
This looks like the information of when everyone logged in and out.
There's no sign that this was altered either. It's definitely accurate information.
Could you show it to me?
Wow, right? That was a whole minute between all those logins? Well, I guess 2 for Miyu there, but... Really? 4 minutes passed between us first entering and Miyu entering. Well, though, yeah, Kaito definitely logged out earlier than everyone else.
It really does have everyone else's login and logout times recorded. Aside from Miyu, everyone has logged in and out once. Then it would appear that no one secretly logged out and then logged back in again. Then my main concern becomes Kaito. He logged out ahead of us. No, it couldn't be him.
Well, you're lucky, Kaito. The fact that we brought you up as a suspect early on means you're probably not the killer. Although, to be fair, I guess we did bring up Kyo and kind of Kirumi as early days suspects too, didn't we? Well, that was in the trial, not the investigation, so I think you're in the clear. Also, there was something else I noticed while I was analyzing the program. It looks like some parts of the program were rewritten.
The program's been rewritten?
Obviously, me was the only person capable of doing that. Like, I'd assume it's the removing dangerous objects, right? But is there more that she did? So which files did she rewrite and what did she change?
Was she the one who prevented me from going up to check on Kaito? Forced progression, Miyu, you villain.
I'll analyze that, of course. But it's gonna take a little time. As long as it's done by the class trial, then Shuichi will be able to avenge Miyu.
Oh, he's just saying whatever he pleases. As usual.
Alright! Then I'll keep on analyzing the crap out of this program. You're so reliable.
Yeah, way more than you.
Ooh, burn, Marky. You got me. Ah!
That's right.
Shuichi, I gotta explain. Just so you don't misunderstand.
Explain what?
You're talking about how you logged out by yourself, right? Okay, let's hear it then. Why are you? Feel free to lie, of course, exposing sorry, can you hear that hissing? Someone's definitely turned on a tap. I don't know why it hisses all the way, like, upstairs. But it does. It resonates throughout the house. I don't know. Apologies, but, you also deal with me drinking water, like, every 2 minutes, so I'm sure it's not that big a deal, right? If you can hear it, probably. Yeah. Speaking of, can you hear me, like, glugging? I hope not. I'm sure that'd be quite disgusting. Feel free to lie, of course. Exposing lies is the real pleasure of this game, after all.
Don't screw around.
Huh? What?
Kaito, just ignore him and talk to me, okay? Please talk to me more, Kaito, please.
About the whole logging out thing. I don't really get it myself. When I was looking for the secret of the outside world on the rooftop, a circle lit up under me. I was suddenly sucked in, and before I knew it, I was logged out.
The same thing happened when I used the phone to log out. How did that happen on the roof? And what happened after you logged out?
So,
Everyone else was still logged in, but I didn't know if it was okay for me to log back in. So I just went back to my room and slept. Since it was dawn, I was pretty tired.
And the body discovery announcement woke you up? Or woke you?
Yeah, that's right. I heard it and rushed back here.
Do you remember what condition Mew's body was in when you logged out?
No, I didn't pay attention to that, so I don't know. You didn't notice anything was wrong? Like whether she was dead or not? Like I said, I don't know! I mean, I feel like if you didn't notice anything, then it's probably a pretty good indication that it was normal, right? You know what I mean? Okay, sorry. 'Cause, it implies that, Oh, sorry. Got a yawn coming on. Oh. 'Cause, it suggests that there was nothing weird for him to pick up on. It was normal, so probably not dead. And considering that Miu's, like, I guess clutching at her neck. She kind of isn't. It's more like at her collar, but, it's around that sort of area. At least I think so. I'm only vaguely remembering the CG. Okay, sorry. So I just need to object to the contradiction in that testimony, right? I said I'm not lying. Tell him, Shuichi. No, Shuichi. In order to find the truth, you can't be biased.
Yeah, I know. I tend to not be. If Kaito's wrong, I usually say he's wrong.
Although, I feel like Kaito's probably in the clear here, right? Because Shuichi made the observation, right, of like so that's what it looks like when you log out. And you had to go to like the phone in the salon to do that, right? But Kokichi was there the whole time, right? So, presumably, either one of these two would have mentioned if Kaito had been there, right, to log himself out. And if they weren't, well, that causes a lot of problems, right? If Kokichi wasn't there but Kaito was, then Kaito would probably be like, "Hey, you weren't where you were supposed to be." And if Kokichi was there but Kaito wasn't, then Kokichi wouldn't tell us, but at least he'd know, You could pull a Byakuya, and as soon as we go down this path, and then it's like to a suitable point, he's like, "Yeah, maybe we should stop." He didn't come past me, so I know he didn't log out normally. Because like something happened, right? It seems like he was forcibly logged out. Oh, I guess also there's the eventuality that they were both there, but that really wouldn't make any sense. They would. Kaito would have said something again. I don't know about Kokichi, but Kaito would have.
I never thought Miu would be killed. When I saw her avatar there, not moving, I thought maybe, but
That's right. You saw that Miu's avatar in the virtual world had stopped moving.
me, Kibo, and Maki all found her avatar.
Can you tell me more about that? Any details?
We were looking for the secret of the outside world at the chapel.
Miu was too, right?
No, Miu volunteered to look around the outside of the chapel, so she wasn't with us.
Miu volunteered to look around outside.
We searched, but we couldn't find anything. And right when we were starting to get tired, all of a sudden we heard a really loud sound outside.
Okay. So if these three were all together, that sort of gives them alibis as well, right? Because like they're in it again, with the exception of something like a butterfly effect, or you know, it could simply be another Rube Goldberg machine setup. But it's pretty solid if Maki, Himiko, and Kibo were together, that none of them committed the crime. Which, great, I'm super chuffed about that. But I do still wonder about Kibo and the fact that we heard him.
That must be the sound I heard as well.
Something must have hit the wall of the chapel really hard. We felt it all the way from inside.
Something hitting the chapel wall.
So we all rushed outside to check the side of the... Yeah, outside to check the side of the chapel. We found Miu's avatar.
That's when you went to log out to check Miu's real body, correct?
But when we went to the river, the bridge was gone for some reason.
Well, that's interesting as well, then. Both sides heard the bang. Okay.
Then, while we were standing around wondering what to do, you guys showed up.
I see. Thank you, Himiko. Very useful.
That testimony sounded important, especially about how they couldn't cross the river. Because if they weren't able to cross, then no one could have gone between the mansion and the chapel. Then this helped us narrow down the people who could have come into contact with Miu.
Who could have come into contact with Miu at the chapel?
But that seems unlikely. It seems unlikely to have been one of those three, because Miu was apparently on the other side, right? Right, according to Samugi. But, it could be a not quite as simple as that sort of scenario as well. But, I'm going to believe in my three. Best girl, second best girl, and best robot. Get fucked, Monokuma.
Gonta, are you alright?
You're so dumb.
Wow. Alright, Kokichi. You didn't have to say it like that. Are you still depressed about me? Come on, don't be such a Debbie Downer.
By the way,
Oh, Gonta, I want to know what you think. Rare, I know, but who do you think is the culprit? You are such a prick. Gonta, no. Murder already happened when Gonta wake up. But why this happen? Why me you killed? Gonta not understand. Gonta not understand anything. But Gonta frustrated and sad. Gonta no could protect Miu. He seems all over the place right now. Oh man, he can't think at all when he's like this.
it's true.
But Gonta doesn't seem to be lying. I'm pretty sure he's telling us the truth. Well, I guess a big dum-dum like Gonta doesn't have the brains to lie in the first place.
Hey,
Don't talk about him like that.
Yeah, fucking stand up to this dickhead.
disappointed.
I'm so disappointed in you, Gonta. When I first met you, I thought you'd be more useful.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Gonta, idiot.
Shut up, Kokichi. Do not make a big cinnamon roll man sad. You are the worst. Gonta so sorry. Gonta sorry he no could protect me.
Gonta,
If you feel that bad about it, then stop blaming yourself. Help us find the culprit instead. Wow, I can't believe you just slapped back with good advice, Kokichi. But god damn it. This is the culprit's fault anyway, so pull yourself together and help us, okay? Unfortunately, he's right. Okay, going to understand. Going to do his best to find culprit. Going to definitely do his best this time. Yep, now that's the spirit.
Now Kokichi is encouraging him? I'll never understand this weirdo. I really don't know what Kokichi is thinking. Like, ever.
And Monotaro, are you gonna have something different to say? Now that you've,
Hey there, I know you're busy with the computer, but I want to go over what we learned from investigating the program.
Oh, you want to use this computer? Go right ahead.
is this just gonna be a...
Right, first, what program information was listed in that text file?
Oh, okay, it's gonna be the same stuff. As we know, a program, objects can't break, 5 senses, damage.
Exactly what Mew told us.
The other things have damage, dive shock. Okay, yeah, this is just a retelling of everything that's already been given to us.
Physics is also the same in the virtual worlds. It's about all that's written in the text file. The other piece of evidence I found interesting is login info.
Okay, yeah, this is all the same stuff. Sorry, waste of time. Means Kaito. Da da da.
Oh, all finished? All right, then I'll keep on analyzing the crap out of this program. I'll let you know when I find something.
Yeah, you do that, Monotaro. Now, what do you have to look at in here? Oh, hello. What's that on that chair there? I was kind of just expecting maybe like the headsets, which, yeah, Miyu and the computer. Well, like, this is a little small bottle.
There's something on the sea. It's a small bottle. I feel as though I've seen this before.
Uh-oh. This is yours, right, Shuichi?
Mine?
No, I guess it's not yours, but it is from your lab.
Oh, that's right. This was in the Ultimate Detective's lab.
So it's a poison, then. Yeah, it's that poison.
So you know about this, Kokichi?
Of course, because I already checked it. We are in a killing game, you know. If there's poison and tricks prepared, then of course I'd investigate them ASAP.
Is that?
Oh, it's not so I can use them. I check in case someone else uses them.
Is that really true?
Well, I mean, we have discussed, right, about how using things that are out in the open and then making it sort of known is a bit of a flag that you're gonna do something, so don't do it. Like mimicking the murder cases in your files. And by the way, did you see the label on the back of this bottle?
The label?
According to the warning here, this poison is pretty lethal. You know, like most strong poisons. It becomes neutralized once it's mixed, so it has to be taken directly. But when it's taken directly, the victim will immediately die, even if they only slip a bit. You know, not like it's going to be neutralized by that neutral water in your mouth, am I right? No, I mean, that's not really how that works. But yeah, you know, let's just roll with it. I'm going to assume you know less about chemistry than I do. Ha! As if I know that much about chemistry.
Which means if you could get the victim's mouth open, you could kill them instantly. I can't imagine a better method for killing someone who's logged in.
By the way, I should tell you what symptoms this poison causes. It causes a small blood vessel under the conjunctiva to explode, which makes the whites of your eyes turn blood red.
Bloodshot eyes. That's important information.
Well, that's everything about this poison. Am I doing a good job? Maybe it's time you acknowledged me as your partner.
I thought I remembered you saying that you didn't want to be my partner.
Did I? Well, sometimes I lie without thinking about it.
Seriously?
Anyway, who brought this poison? Do you think the culprit did it?
Who brought the poison? No, I can't be certain yet.
I mean, unfortunately, I feel like the only person who could have used it is Kaito, right? Which can't... He's the only one who's logged out at a different time, right? But I do know that the person was left on that person's chair. It's Kokichi's, isn't it? Furthest one on the... Well, I guess on the one on Shuichi's left, on the far right of the room. Well, you know, far right when you're facing where we are. Whatever. Fucking... Yeah. Okay. I know, I suppose we'll have to look at Miyu. I didn't think her eyes were bloodshot, though, so that could be a red herring. Although, why it wasn't planted on Kaito's seat, then? That's a bit confusing. Because presumably, right, if Kaito was forcibly logged out, or something like that... We're not... I guess, forcibly logged out. Presumably... I guess it would have to be by someone else, right? Maybe by the program? I don't know, I feel like the program wouldn't, like, kick him out, right? Probably? So, assuming someone else kicked him out, then surely they'd be, like, framing him for the murder? So why didn't they put the poison on his seat? This is the device we wore in our head. Oh, that fuck. Oh, no! Oh, shit. Oh, also, fuck. I just kicked the camera. Oh, shit. Well, it doesn't... I don't think I knocked the capture. I think we're okay. I don't think I damaged anything. Well, it's alright. I think the episode's nearly done, so if I need to adjust, I guess I'll adjust soon. This is the device we wore on our heads to enter the virtual world. Some elements still have their cords plugged in. Some helmets still have their cords plugged in. Others have them removed. I'm positive that they were unplugged after logging out. I think we're fine. I think we're fine. I don't think I damaged the device. That's it. The cords. We were supposed to plug the two cords from the computers into our helmets. The red for consciousness, the blue for memory. You got those mixed up. Out of curiosity, what happens if you switch the cords? I don't know, I've never done it before. It probably gets all glitchy or something. Maybe you'll become a vegetable, maybe you'll body swap with someone. Who knows? A glitch. We didn't... Well, actually, maybe that's what kicked Kaito out, eh? If he fucking put him in wrong. I mean, if someone was going to put him in wrong, right? From what the time of death indicates in the Monokuma file, Miyu was killed while we were still in the virtual world. Okay, literally nothing else. So, I mean, we'll look at Miyu, we'll end the episode, I'll make sure I don't have to readjust anything. Then we'll investigate elsewhere. Although, to be fair, I don't know where else we'd investigate. I guess Shuichi's lab? Or actually, we might go back in the program, eh? Look at Miyu's body. Or at Miyu's avatar. Miyu's hands are clasped around her neck, as if she were gasping for air. Her eyes are wide open in panic. She must have suffered quite a bit. Ew, that is one grody face. Miyu must have suffered a lot. A vulgar death fit for a vulgar bitch. Stop, Kokichi. Even if you're joking, that's going too far. You're right. You should never speak ill of the dead, no matter how much you hated them. Right? Yeah, about that. Even if she was a despised, pathetic, dirty cum toilet of a person. Cookie, I can't believe you busted out. No, I'll stick with my guns. I'm gonna stick with that fucking terrible sentence. I can't believe you busted out cum twice in this game, Kokichi. I suppose I'll never get Kokichi to change. But what's Miyu's cause of death? It doesn't say in the Monokuma file. May I? I wanted to let you know, just in case it turns out to be a clue. I was the first one to log out and find Miyu's body. She was still wearing the helmet, and her body was contorting into this awful position. Maki logged out after I did, and she helped me take Miyu's helmet off. And then she was gone. Is that a confession? How is that a confession?
Anyway, the question is the cause of death. What caused her to suffer like this?
Well, I'm going to say hands around throat, or hands around neck, is usually, like, strangulation, right? But, well, I was going to say, but there's no external injuries, right? And there's no external injuries, right? And but strangulation would definitely leave external injuries. But if she was killed in the virtual world, which I'm like 100% positive she was, then I guess it wouldn't? Which also just means that no cause of death is quite off the table. But strangulation seems fitting, and looking at you, Kokichi, Mr. Strangles you to get attention.
I suppose I've investigated everything that I can here.
Are you done investigating the crime scene? So, do you know who the culprit is yet?
No. This might actually not be the crime scene. Yes, injuries in the virtual world could be fatal in the real world. I think there's a possibility that she was killed in the virtual world.
I buy it.
Which means the next area to investigate should be...
I see.
The virtual world. We should go there again.
Huh?
See?
I just read your mind, didn't I? I did, right? Right. If that's the case, I'm coming too. Oh, great. He's coming. You must really like me, huh? Say whatever you want. I don't have time to waste on you.
Yeah.
We go back to the virtual world. We might find some new clues. With those, I might be able to clear my name. Hey, I join you as well. I also think we should investigate the virtual world again. Why don't we all go?
Oh, so I get to be that avatar again. Did you actually like the avatar after all?
I'm gonna stay here. He's still in the middle of analyzing the program.
Gunta, search this place some more. It's no time to be sleeping.
That's not what we're... Well, that's fine.
Then I'll stay here too.
What?
Surprised? Are you gonna get lonely without your partner?
My bad.
But I'm busy too, you know. I have to watch Maki in case she tries to do anything deceitful.
Deceitful.
See?
Well, you and Kaido are pretty close, so you might do something deceitful for him, right?
Yeah, sure.
Good.
Good thing Gonta's here with me. Your glare is too scary to handle alone. Gonta would risk his life to protect me from a murderer. Huh? Hey! If you keep saying messed up crap like that, I'm gonna kick your ass into orbit.
Right already.
It's fine, just ignore him. And hurry up to the virtual world.
Okay.
Kaito, let's just focus on solving the case for now.
Fine.
Good.
Thank God. I don't like violence. The ultimate supreme leader would rather sneak around.
So that means...
So anyway, I'll leave the virtual world to you, Shuichi. But I'm not exaggerating when I say this class trial can only be solved by you, okay? Your talent can save the useless people here, you know. Who are you calling useless?
Enough already.
Um,
Kaito, let's go. Kaito, Kibo, Himiko, Samugi, and I are prepared to enter the virtual world.
Oh God, Miyu's still fucking there.
We picked up our helmets once again, sitting in the same seats as before.
So the red cord goes in the right side and the blue cord in the left, yeah?
yeah, let's do that.
Right is the hand I hold my chopsticks with. I gotta be sure to get it right.
If you're that worried, why don't you use one that's already set up?
We place the devices on our heads and flip the switch.
Don't you just love a good reused animation? I mean, hey, if you can use it, why not use it? Am I right? Oh.
Great, huh?
Oh, it's my avatar. Look, my avatar. So, you liked it after all? Yeah, but I couldn't say that to Mew. She'd get a big head.
You know,
Bigger than she already has in here, anyway.
Okay. So, we're back here.
100%.
Apparently, we always arrive in this room when we log in.
Mew said that logging in and out isn't possible unless we're in this room.
And how did I get logged out while I was on the rooftop?
Okay,
Yes, we need to investigate that area
What should
too.
we do?
First, we're going to check Mew's avatar, right?
that's right.
I think her avatar is still near the chapel.
And let's head out to the chapel.
Dramatically points. And is that... Yeah, that is cute for the end of the episode. So I won't keep you much longer, guys. I'll see you in the next one where we'll continue the investigation. And realistically, probably end it. I don't think we have much more to investigate. So, yeah. I'll see you guys in the next one. If you enjoyed, leave a like, comment, subscribe, blah, 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 blah. And see you guys in the next one. Until then, goodbye.